Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Been a while since I last did that video. Today I'll be doing an interesting topic, motivation 101 by yours truly. Remember, like and remember to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let's get right to it. You know, when we think about like motivating others and thing, at first to be honest, I never really imagined myself doing it until you know, know one thing, I didn't really see into me to pull it off, because considering like how things have gone my life and thing. But as I said in my other video where I did the dog squash video, if you do something more and more, it may seem hard at first, but it gets easier over time. So as I started like encourage others and motivate others, after a while it gets easy. And then later on down the line, all of a sudden I hear from a couple of persons who know me that I'm an inspiration. I mean, when a person said to you you're an inspirational, and you impact their life, that really up your confidence. So I realized I really did want to see my confidence. So as we're going along, my confidence ended up increasing. I mean, knowing what really makes your confidence go up really does make wonders. And one of the things that made my confidence in myself goes up if I motivate and encourage others. So from that, I was just like, you know what? Even if I'm not a motivational speaker yet or anything else, if I have an opportunity to like motivate somebody when I get the chance, I'm gonna pull it off. Until up to one day where I get the opportunity to able to pull it off. Um, One of the things about motivate others is like you have to know who you and what makes a person go confidence go up, and what makes them high, everything goes up. One of the key things about motivating others is that you want to impact their life to a point where whatever you say resonate to them to this day. In order to be a versatile person, you have to know how to motivate them and what to say. And the key thing I realized, you have to like know what to say in the moment when the cause for it really matters. One of the I would say right time to motivate a person is if they're facing hard times, because in life facing hard times is inevitable, and not many person know how to like handle hard times. Most of the time when they face some persons who when they face hard times, it's like it just for whatever reason like they just get a break and wanting to give up because it's like they don't know how to like dig down deep and to believe in themselves that they can get over whatever hurdle they face or adversities that they face in life. So as a result, it's like I would say this: having that person that encourages you on a consistent basis, especially when you face down times, really helps in the long run, because when you have that person that, heck, you even might decide, you know what, if that person can motivate me, maybe I can help motivate them too. As I said, knowing what to say in the moment when it calls for it really helps. Let's say, for example, if you deal with someone who um, tend to doubt themselves a lot, because you have persons like that. Now, the key thing is in this situation and when they face sometimes. Now, in order for them to get to able to like talk about what they went through, I think the key thing is to create that safe space. I think after a while, looking back at it, it's really important to create that safe space so they can express whatever they're going through, so that you can get the opportunity to like you know to motivate them, to cause for it. To pull it off, you have to create that safe space for them to trust you, and trust is really important. Without that trust, yeah. Unless you're very good in not knowing much information and just motivate them anyway. Like me, for example, I don't really know much info. If I hear that you're stressed out, or for instance, if you're stressed out or you're tired or things like that, I just need a bigger piece of information there and there. The other times where you may need a full scenario before you can come up with a piece to say other times I just need a couple of pieces there and I'm like, okay, this person is stressed out. So then I'll be saying lines of you'll be alright or you'll be okay in the long run, you know. Because like I said, there are moments where we're going to get stressed out, you know. When we get stressed out, it's natural to get to a place of, oh, I can't bother. And then you just want to give up because you're stressed, you know. Like I said, the moment I just like, depends on what they're going through in their life, I'll say what I say accordingly and take it from there. Like I said, the safe space is really important as you're going on. Having God by your side in this situation, like I said, God, one thing God makes him amazing is that he can help you do things that you don't even think of can do. One of the moments I can say I can try to make inspiration is whether I do testimonies or go here on a YouTube channel or I read an interview that I did last year. These opportunities I don't really get often, but when I do get them, I try to capitalize on them. So even even to motivate yourself also helps as well. There, there are other situations where, for example, I did a really interview. This one of the moments I motivated myself. I said, okay, this could be my big break. Mind you, I don't really get these opportunities like that often. So knowing I don't get these much things, I'm like, all right, I need to, you know, capitalize and nail this on his head. And that's exactly what I did. I motivate myself. So knowing also how to motivate yourself does help. And then everything starts with yourself. If you know how to motivate yourself, then you know how to motivate anyone else. So the key is another thing you have to know is motivate yourself first. If you know how to motivate yourself, then you can able to motivate others. So I mean, to hear, like I said, to hear that I inspire others and things like that, it's like I was just like I thought I just get used to it and like and I started embrace that feeling. And I said, you know what? Hey, here's why I'm able to do this in the first place because I just gained enough confidence in myself to be able to say, you know what, I'm going to create a YouTube channel and here am I. So I mean God has done a lot of things in my life, you know, to be able to get to a place. There are a lot of times where I feel down, a lot of times. And I said in my other video I did last time was when you have a goal in mind, then that does help in the long run because if you have a goal of, you know, being an inspiration that matters most. I mean I sure that moment you have ups and downs. But what you do in those down times really matters the most. One of the most I really feel motivated was and there are just a lot of moments where if when I feel down the most I really feel, you know, truthful and energized to like go at it again and things like that. Once you hear lines of listen, you have done this before many times or you've been in these moments plenty of times. Oh, another thing though, remind a person what they've been through and the victories that they've been through in their life also helps in the long run as well because the battles, the hurdles they face as the goal will get harder. So the reminding what they did previous and like let's say you're in college, you're in the last year, and they're facing pressure, and the pressure just go up. If I were that's it, I would remind them, you face pressure, but didn't you? I'm sure you faced pressure for like first year to third year, and you able to make it to all of that. So you'll make it to the last year as well. Or let's say in high school, let's say in 10th grade, and all of a sudden facing hurdles were just super tough then 7th, 8th, 9th grade. I'll be like, listen, things naturally get harder, but when things get tough, the tough gets going. So you've proven that you can do this and do that. So I'll point out what they did and do that, what they're capable of doing. Also reminding that person what they're capable of doing also helps in the long run because life happens and life will happen to a point where we tend to forget what we're capable of. I would know this because been an experience. I've been through great choice in my life, but there are moments where things happen and yet I don't forget about, oh, I used to do this, I used to do that. So remind yourself what happened in the past, positive things that you did to get to where you're at. And to also remember that God will be with them through the hard times they face and to have faith in Him. Also works wonders. One of the things, if you get to a place of fact that facing challenges is inevitable, then you act accordingly. Then even if challenges come around, you won't be surprised by it because you know that, you know what, like, you know what, challenges is just inevitable. And I think use those challenges as a motivation to like embrace those challenges. So if a challenge come your way, instead of like running from challenge, I can tell you the long though that don't help. Cause challenge is like a door or something. Like you need to get through to, it's like you have stages. If you play a game like Candy Crush, for example, if you want to get to level 20, you have to pass the first like 19 levels before you get to that level. Each level gets harder than the next. But to get to level 20, you have to. There are moments where you face a level and you end up failing. Now, as they say, not to be trying. See, the more you try, the more you eventually figure out the level. These are the moments. If I want to someone playing a game like Candy Crush, whatever, and they keep seem like I have a hard time failing, I'll be like, listen, and they're at level 18, right? And you want to go up, I'll be like, you, as hard as those other levels you faced before, yeah, just keep trying. You, if you keep it up after a while, you figure the level out, and next thing you know, you'll complete the level, and then you can go to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Another moment second motivate people downtown. Let's say you're playing a big game, you know, let's say basketball, and you end up losing the final or semis, or you go very far in the tournament, and you end up in a situation where you're a very good team. Now, you have some teams where you face very good teams that get that stretch of, you know, down to the assumption that, oh, this team. Let's say they face a team that been beating them before. You know what I'm saying? So you face a team that they lost to. And they'll be like, man, I have to deal with this team. This team have beaten us. Let's say you face that team 4 times per season. It lasts like, you have 3 out of 4 or 4 for 4, whichever. You know what I'm saying? And then you have to face in a playoff run or whatever. It's not true about this team, the better team. No. This is what believing in yourself really works wonders. You should believe in yourself to a point where it doesn't matter who you're playing or which team you're playing. You'll be like, listen, even if I play this team this time, I'm confident I can beat them. Let's say I lost that team in a close game each time. Even though losing may be negative, the fact that each time the game you're able to keep the game close for most of it, that should be a plus. You just need to like execute down the stretch. This, what I'm gonna say may seem odd, but you have to know how to lose first before you can win. Just like to be successful, you have to know to experience disappointment, failures before you get successful. You know what I'm saying? To know to walk, you have to know to crawl first before you can walk. For me tonight, I learned to walk fast because I didn't like walking at first. I had to learn how to walk slow first, and then I walk before I can walk fast. You know, so it's like the steps to get to where you want to be. Anything you're doing, you have to start from the baby steps. And when you practicing something, making mistakes is inevitable. So if you can motivate a person to after making mistakes, because you have persons who do not like to make mistakes, you know. So the last thing you want in these situations is to make the situation worse. You want to make it better by keep motivating after a while. Even if they make a mistake, but alright, you know what? If they happen to get it, but someone else slip, they'll be like, alright, you did this. So you just need to do that and they get you more confidence and score on, and they end up to what they practiced before and they get better and better. If there's any other thing about motivation 101 that I haven't mentioned up here, you can put in the comments. That's the end of my YouTube channel. Remember to subscribe and like to my YouTube channel, guys. Enjoy the rest of the day.